Hello Virgos, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your general love reading and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings, Patreon, or the tarot course. All of that is in the description box below for you. All right, Virgos, we're going to be taking a look at your energy as well as the energy of the person that you're dealing with, we're dealing with, or will be dealing with, whatever comes up for you. What do we have going on for Virgo in love, please? What do we have going on for Virgo? All right. We have the Page of Wands as your general overall energy. Some of you could be dealing with a younger fire sign, but you don't have to be. It could be somebody younger than you. It could be something that's just at the very beginning of something. For others of you, the pages are the messengers of the tarot, so there could be something here where maybe communication, whether it's communication that you are thinking about sending out or communication that you may be receiving. We're going to start with their energy towards you, and then we will look at your energy towards them. What is their energy towards Virgo? We have the Six of Pentacles. And I see the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Right now, Virgo, somebody could feel either disappointed or, very hurt here. It does feel like somebody could feel like you're very focused on other things. So whether this is other people, or whether it is like maybe you're just really focused on yourself, your work, your goals, your friends right now. There's something else that this person feels like is receiving more of your time, effort, attention, and energy than they are. Even if that is, even if this is somebody that you are, not dealing with, maybe, and they expected a different, expected you to be more affected by a separation than you are, right? There's just something here where this person could be feeling a little bit like an outsider, or they could be feeling just a little bit left out, right? I see the Hangman energy. So for one, somebody could feel like something is, a little stuck or stagnant between the two of you. But they also feel like something has changed. The Hangman can talk about a new perspective. So this person could feel like maybe you are viewing them or the connection in a new way. And that could be why you are, seeming to behave differently than maybe you have in the past or than they expected you to, right? So even if you guys have separated, somebody could have maybe have expected that you would chase or expected you to seem more upset than you are. It doesn't mean that you're not. But it's like this, I do feel like this person had certain expectations of you, right? Of how you would respond or react. And even if this is somebody you're currently dealing with, I definitely feel like somebody feels like, you're handling things differently than they expected you to, or, maybe they thought that it was going to be all about them and you're kind of focusing on something else here. And especially if things have been kind of unequal give and take, if you have felt, Virgo, that you were not getting, all this person's time, effort, and attention and energy, it could be like maybe you're matching that energy and someone's surprised by that. I see the Star energy. And it's almost too, Virgo, especially if somebody in the past, if it was unequal give and take, if somebody wasn't, you know, putting a lot of effort into the connection in the past or prioritizing it in the past, you know, now it seems like seeing you in this energy has shifted their energy. Because now it's like somebody, like this is what somebody really wants. Right? So somebody could want to heal things between the two of you with that Star card. Somebody could want to like bring something back into balance. Somebody's like really wishing for, you know, something to shift between the two of you. So someone's definitely unhappy about the current dynamic between the two of you, whatever that is. I see the 6 of Swords here. So you have 2 sixes coming out right underneath each other. And the 6s do typically represent some kind of transition, right? So I do feel like, you know, this person's right. I feel like they are, you know, there has been a shift, Virgo, in your energy. Some of you are, you know, focusing on other things or focusing on yourself, because I feel like you're, in a sense, it's like you're trying to protect your heart, protect your peace. Some of you could just be moving on from the situation and detaching. Especially if this is something like you wanted from them before, right? Was, you know, commitment, time, effort, energy. And it's almost like you weren't getting any of that until you started to detach, or until you started like matching their energy here. But something definitely has changed, and this person is noticing it. We have the King of Pentacles. So some of you could be focusing on your work, your career, your stability in some way. But I also do feel like this is resonating, because we go from the Hangman to the King of Pentacles, where, you know, somebody's realizing that their perspective has changed, and somebody could be wanting to stabilize things with this King of Pentacles energy, the 6 of Swords to the King of Pentacles. So it's like wanting to overcome. Well, I don't know if calling it an obstacle is the right word, but it's like wanting to shift the dynamic between the two of you, shift the energy between the two of you, and like re-stabilize things, because things could feel very unstable, whether that's because, you know, you're not, you know, giving them the same energy that you once were, or whether it's because you're now in separation. Whatever it is here, it's like somebody does want to stabilize things, and I feel like somebody recognizes that now, in order to do this, that they are going to need to show up and be committed, be dedicated, really invest into this. And that's what that King of Pentacles is all about. And somebody could realize that things have gotten to the space that they are because they didn't do that in the first place. And we have the Emperor. So I do still feel like somebody really does want this to work out in a specific way. And the Emperor can be an energy of, you know, trying to get into control over the situation. And so that's what it feels like to me, whether that is like, you know, get you back before you get too far, or, you know, if you're still involved with this person, it's like wanting to kind of turn things around here. So you could start to see somebody showing up in a very different energy, right? More dedicated, more serious, more committed. So let's go ahead and grab a different deck and take a look at your energy. Where is Virgo at? Show me Virgo's energy towards this person. Some of you could be dealing with, I see Libra, Taurus, Pisces, Aquarius, Aries. Those are signs I've seen, but it could be any. It is a general reading. So even if I did not mention a specific sign, the reading can still resonate for you. You have the 6 of Pentacles too. And that's in the same exact spot as they did. So their first card out was the 6 of Pentacles, and yours is the 6 of Pentacles. To me, that is it's a huge confirmation that I think you are kind of matching their energy here. Literally, Virgo. where I do feel like something wasn't equal give and take in the past, and you could have felt like this person was prioritizing everything and everyone but you. And now it's like, you know what? Okay, instead of me giving and giving and giving to something that I'm not getting back, I'm going to just be on the same energy, right? If you're not going to text me, I'm not going to text you, that kind of thing. Or, you know, if there has been a separation here, this just looks like you doing your best to, you know, decide that you want to move on from it because something hasn't been equal give and take. But like I said, it does feel like this has shifted this person's energy. So I do feel like, you know, even here in the Six of Pentacles, the person is giving to one but not the other. So this could really be just you deciding you're going to pour into what is pouring into you. So you could be focusing on yourself, your friends, your goals, and, you know, that kind of thing right now. We have the King of Swords next for your energy. The King of Swords is somebody who's very head over heart. It could indicate that, yes, you still have a lot of feelings for this person, but you're going to do what you think is best for you. The King of Swords can be an energy of boundaries. It's an energy of not tolerating certain things any longer. It can be an energy of detaching, an energy of like even cutting ties. For some of you, that could be where you're at with it. So I definitely do feel like you have either already cut ties with this person or you've started to detach from them and they've really seen the difference here. And I see the Ten of Cups. So some of you could be very focused on friends, very focused on family. I do think some of you do want, or at least at one point really did want something more with this person. But I think that it's like, you know what, there's a certain type of relationship that I'm wanting. I'm wanting to have a certain dynamic. I'm wanting to feel a certain way. I'm wanting to have a certain level of, you know, effort and commitment. And I wanted that with this person, but if I'm not going to have it with this person, I'm not going to settle on that dream of what I want and what I know I deserve just to have this person. I see the Page of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. I do feel, and the Queen of Swords, I definitely do, and the Hermit right under that. So especially if you guys have been, you know, in minimal communication or no communication, I definitely do feel like there is a message coming in that does lead to a very important conversation. Now, some of you, like I said, you may detach, you may just be upfront with this person, but I do think there is, and especially that Ten of Cups coming out and the Star and the Emperor coming here, I definitely do think that there is potential to turn this around. It's almost like, you know, this was a bit of a wake-up call for this person. But that is what I have for you. I do hope that this helps, and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading, scheduling personal readings, Patreon, or the tarot course, all of that is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you next time.